With many of the top drivers either crashing out or suffering damage into the first corner of the Hungarian Grand Prix, teams normally unable to fight at the front or finish on the podium got the rare opportunity to do so. Aston Martin and Sebastian Vettel seemed to do just that when they finished second. However, after the race, Vettel was disqualified because the required fuel sample could not be extracted from his car. Aston Martin have since appealed the decision. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Aston Martin believed there was enough fuel in Vettel's car. Soon after the race, stewards announced the decision to disqualify Vettel. An Aston Martin spokesperson confirmed that they have appealed. Since we had a reason to believe that there was more than 1 litre of fuel in Sebastian Vettel's car after the Hungarian Grand Prix, we decided to reserve our right to appeal. Many felt that this appeal will probably be rejected. Aston Martin team principal Otmar Safnauer, however, doesn't agree, as he has now explained to Motorsport magazine. We still have 1.44 litres of fuel in the tank. There is only one problem. The feed pump is not working, which is why we had to turn off the car. He signed off by elaborating how they planned to prove they had more than the 1 litre required amount of fuel remaining. We know how much fuel we have put in. We know exactly how much we have used via the fuel flow meter. Because we have to declare the starting quantity, we can prove it that way. Fast feed. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz thinks that his start was great at the Hungarian Grand Prix. He put himself in a very strong position after that. They were in the hunt for the win at that point, but instead they lost any real chance of fighting for it. They had the bad luck of the traffic in the pit lane, which made them lose a lot of time behind Yuki Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi, he explained. Williams' Nicholas Latifi has expounded that coming into this race it's what they could have hoped for, but was probably not what was realistic. But the start is what sealed it all, avoiding all the carnage and then just making the right call. So, a double points finish for the team. Amazing being P8 in the championship going into the summer break. I guess that's the best we could have hoped for this weekend. FIA race director Michael Massey has confirmed that the penalties imposed on Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas and Aston Martin's Lance Stroll was considering the rain. If it was dry conditions and the same incident happened, it may have been a stronger penalty. Based on that, it was quite clear-cut, and that is why the stewards said in both decisions that both of these drivers were wholly to blame. It was point-blank their mistake, Massey further clarified. Lance Stroll, meanwhile, explained that once the incident at the front of the field happened, he took the line to the inside to try and avoid making contact. But he locked up under braking. As soon as that happened, he knew he would not make the corner because it was so slippery and tricky out there. He did all he could to avoid contact, but unfortunately, his race was over. They will take the break to regroup and they want to come back stronger in Belgium. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, who was a victim of Stroll's mistake, stated that they knew it was going to be a tricky start. Everyone knew that. Then, when you're trying to make a move for P4 when you're coming from P15 or so, it's a bit exaggerating, he added, referring to Stroll. F1's managing director Ross Brawn is of the opinion that what you see when Fernando is involved in F1 are incredibly tough battles, but you always know he is going to be fair. I know Lewis was moaning a bit at one stage about Fernando's defense, but I didn't think it was a problem. Fernando was tough and fair, and always gave just about enough space, which is what you have to do, Brawn surmised. Will Sebastian Vettel's disqualification be overturned? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.